Hey guys, Maryam here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. This is my quarantine makeup look, and in today's video I wanted to share some of my favorite tips and techniques to help you look and feel your best when you're video conferencing on Zoom with your coworkers or with your boss, on Facetime with your friends and family, or maybe on the Houseparty app on a Friday night when you're trying to have some wine time with your besties. Oh hey girl, how you doing? Hey! I have been doing Zoom meetings for the past 2 weeks nonstop, and I feel like I've developed a set of techniques that works the best for me to help you look like you, but also like a better version of you. This is gonna be minimal makeup, minimal products, but the result is going to be maximal. So I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get to it. My quarantine look for video conferencing, for FaceTiming, for Zoom, for virtual meetings, for all of your on-camera video concerns. Let's hit it. So you guys know I've been obsessed with the powder under foundation technique. Today, I'm not gonna wear any foundation. I'm just gonna use concealer, but I am going to be doing the powder technique, starting with my DERMABLEND powder that I've been loving for a really long time. So I wanna test it out with this method just because it's such a great product, and I'm testing all of my favorite products with this method. I'm gonna take a little bit into the cap. My skin is already moisturized, by the way, so I'm not gonna do anything extra. I'm gonna powder down my pore zones. I feel that this technique really helps smooth the texture and perfect the skin before you apply that layer. And because I'm so oily, it really helps to sort of zap my oil glands and just keep them set for the time being. This kind of provides a barrier between my skin and my foundation or my concealer. So this is the step that I would do even if I had perfect skin, because it does help me sort of mattify my face. When you're in front of the camera, whether it's your phone camera or your computer camera or a professional camera like I am in front of right now, those oils catch the light. So even if your face has a little bit of an oil slick, even if you're not super oily, it's just gonna attract the light, and the shadows are going to be seen a little bit more, and so your skin will look not as perfect as it does in person. So what I'm doing right now is kind of just evening out, mattifying my skin. Easy peasy. Next, I'm gonna set that in place using my MAC Fix Plus. Everyone's been asking me about this little fan. It's from Tarte, but I don't think they make it. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon though, so let's just fan this down. You guys, I've had a virtual meeting almost every day last week and this week, and I feel like my on-camera makeup has really developed, and I feel like I've got a chance to kind of perfect it, so I want to share all of my best tips and tricks with you here today. I've been loving this powder under foundation technique. I feel like it works great for my oily skin, so I'm just exploring this technique even further. I'm trying to find the best products for it. Next up, I am going to be using this YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. Pretty sure this one is expensive, so you don't necessarily need to use this one. So use whatever you have, use whatever works for you, but I like the fact that this primer is a blurring primer, so it really helps smooth down the skin surface even more. So it helps to perfect it, therefore negate all the shadows, mattify the skin, and just give you that flawless canvas. I'm gonna use the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush, F80 Air. This primer is great because it has some really small light reflecting particles, so it'll help not only blur your skin surface, but also kind of disguise some of your imperfections, because it will bounce off the light as opposed to attract it. Remember the technique that I showed you in my other video? Removing those rings with some primer? Yeah, that was a nice hack I discovered. Kind of like airbrushing your neck. Next up, I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape. I have it in 2 shades today, in light medium and also in medium. Medium is my closest skin match, and light medium is a little bit lighter, so it helps me with brightening. This is the shade that I normally use under my eyes when I want to lift and brighten that area, but today I want to stick closer to my skin tone, so I'm gonna be using the medium to cover up some of my imperfections, just kind of dotting it wherever I need it to be concentrated, kind of like that. And then I'm gonna take my IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush and just stipple it in. Of course, you can use your foundation as you normally do, but I am sensing that some people who are working from home might probably not wanna waste all of that foundation, even if you're video conferencing. So you might just wanna use a more concentrated product like a concealer and just spot treat wherever you need it. So you see, I'm not exactly putting it all over. I'm kinda just buffing it and packing it in where I need it the most, and then I'm blending out the rest with my healthy skin. foundation. Now, if you have more of a problematic skin type, if you get more breakouts than me currently right now, then you might just want to skip this and use a full coverage foundation. All right, so that looks pretty good to me at this point. I didn't conceal my under eye. For that, I will use my lighter, light medium concealer. And I'm also gonna add some dots of concealer to the areas where I do want to brighten. So some of the shadows around my nose, under my eyes, around my mouth, and on my chin. Again, nothing too crazy, nothing too precise. The whole point of this look is to still look like you, but just a more perfected, more even version of you. Or in this case, me. It's funny because the very first virtual meeting that I did, it was with a group of women from an agency that I work with. And because it was my first time video conferencing or using Zoom, I had no idea that maybe I should tone down the makeup. So I had a full face of makeup on my face. I thought that I would look well put together, but instead, it was the first thing that everybody noticed about me. Like, wow, you are actually wearing that much makeup at home? Even though I'm a YouTuber, even though I'm a beauty influencer, I still felt like it was a little inappropriate for the situation. So I have learned since that moment. So now my technique is a lot different. I'm not putting on as much makeup, but it's a lot more strategic. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my under eye and just certain key points of interest that usually tend to separate on my face. I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder. I'm gonna just set this under eye, which is also going to brighten it, but it doesn't brighten it to the point where it's like so bright that it's very glamorous. It's nothing like that. It's a very natural, highlighted sort of brightening. And it's another one of those powders that has some light reflecting properties that won't flash back. I know I got so many questions about this product and about flashback. No, it does not flash back. It's a very smart product. Also gonna set the top of my lids. Next thing I'm gonna do is warm up my face. I've been using this Canyon Dreaming bronzer from MAC in most of my videos lately, so that is what I'm gonna be using, but it is actually very similar to MAC Give Me Sun. Although MAC Give Me Sun is just a pinch more luminous and a bit lighter, it's still a really, really, really great product. So for those of you who have that and can't find this, then use what you got. Gonna give myself just a little bit more warmth and a little bit more color. I think that is something that you do need when you're in front of the camera, computer camera or a phone camera. You don't want to look like you've been cooped up inside, even though we all know that you've been cooped up inside, but we want to fake it. So I'm kind of just going across my cheekbone and under my cheekbone, sweeping it from the nose, cross, and then under. Adding color, adding light, adding life to this complexion. Believe me, this makes a difference. Next, I'm gonna take this PIXI Nuance Quartet in Sugar Blossom. Really, really, really beautiful face palette with a blush, with a contour shade, and 2 highlighters. I'm gonna use this blush shade here. This one is very pinky, but because I'm a very warm undertone, I want to use the opposite undertone to add color to my face. The reason why I'm going opposite is because I want this color to pop against my skin tone, which is why I'm going for a cooler blush. This is a very pigmented blush, so I'm gonna sweep that across my cheek like that. I love that a pinky blush like this also helps hide your imperfections, redness, pimples. It kind of just disguises it and it makes it a little bit less noticeable. I'm gonna add some onto my lids as well, just to bring everything together. Not too much. Also a bit across my lips. That's a different technique, but it's something that I've been working on and it's been working for me. Next up, fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into this gold highlighter. Add that to the very center of my lid so that it can catch some light. Also gonna add that to my brow bone, like that, and a bit to the inner corner. Adding your highlighter here will actually open up all of those areas and it'll make your eyes, the heck, stay home! Adding highlight to all of those areas will actually make this area appear a little bit brighter. It'll make your eyes look more wide and more awake and just more ready for action. All the light will reflect against it and it'll boom, open up your eyes. So now this is the basic face base. Next thing that I'm gonna do, and it's something that I would suggest for you to do, is kind of assess your face. Look in the mirror and see what's missing. For me, I feel like the lips could use a little bit more color and a little bit more definition. The eyebrows could be a little better groomed, and my eyes definitely need some more definition. But I'm just gonna show you some basic tips and basic techniques to make everything work for you. The next thing I'm gonna do is brush out my brows. PIXI brow gel. I swear this is the best brow gel on the market. I love it for its precise brush, and I love how strong this gel is. It actually keeps my very unruly Asian brow ends at bay. Next, you've seen this technique before. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay brow blade. If you don't have the brow blade, you could use any brown sort of fine marker. I actually have a brown tattoo liner from KVD Vegan Beauty. I'm gonna attempt using this. Ooh. Wow, this is definitely perhaps a little too much, maybe a little too pigmented for what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna go all the way in with the tattoo liner. I'm just gonna define that more in the ends. And then once I get to the start of the brow, I'm just gonna use my regular Urban Decay brow blade, which is a lot more lighter and a lot more forgiving. If you feel like you've gone too far, you could just take some powder those babies down. Next up for me are the lashes. This is the easiest way to make your eyes look bigger and brighter. Don't be afraid to use an eyelash curler. Mine is from MERCIER. And I like it because it's just a little bit flatter than a typical lash curler. I'm able to get all of my lashes in one sweep. I like to crimp them all the way at the root for an eye-opening effect. And then I also like to crimp my lower lashes. Careful with this step. You guys know that I pull out cat hair out of my tear ducts every single time I do makeup. TMI, but it is the truth. Once I've curled my lashes, I move on to waterproof mascara. Today I'm using the Lancome Monsieur Big. And this is a kind of a technique that I've developed over the years, but it's not something that I often share on camera because I so often happen to wear falsies for makeup looks. But today, because this is a much more wearable, everyday type of look, I want to show you this technique. This is how to make the most of your lashes with mascara. So I start by adding mascara just to the tips of my lashes while looking down at the mirror. And I'm not using a lot of product. I'm just trying to darken those tips because that's what makes them look particularly longer. And once I'm satisfied with the one coat, take a little bit more mascara on the one, and I start pulling my outer lashes towards the tail end of my brow. So I'm only adding more mascara to the outer corners and I'm pulling them out to sort of fan them out. Kind of like that. Now, if you have one of those tools, a lash separator, this is something that could come in really handy to separate and fan out those lashes. Let's try on the other side. So again, applying just to the tips first, coating the tips in both directions. And once the layer has had a chance to dry, adding one more coat just to the outer lashes while also pulling them out to create a fanned lash type of look. Like that. Now, once you've done your lashes like this, it actually makes it seem like my eyes are bigger at the outer corners, which is where I want that lift because my eyes are slightly hooded and much smaller at the outer corners than they are in the center. So this gives them a lift, this opens them up, and it just makes them a little bit bigger, exactly where I want them to be bigger. For my lower lashes, I just add one light coat of mascara, and then I'm gonna use the same brown tattoo liner to add some twiggies, aka my little lash extensions. I'm only adding that to the outer half of the lower lash line. And with the brown liner, you honestly can't even tell where these twiggies end and where they begin, right? Next thing I'm gonna do is define my lips. If you have very red lips or very pigmented lips, then you may wanna skip this step, but because mine are neither pigmented nor very red, they're kind of just pale and my lip line isn't very defined, I always like to use a lip liner. Today I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk because it's the one that matches my lips and my skin type the best. I'm gonna line my lips and slightly overline the Cupid's bow. And then for my lip color, I'm gonna reach for this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Oil in this really pretty pinky shade, Quench. The reason why I like this one is because it's so unpretentious. It's just such an easy lip product. It's a lip oil that has a hint of color. The color is super flattering. It has this nice bluish sort of baby pink tint that looks really youthful and really pretty on any skin tone. The last thing that I'm gonna do is grab this Glossed Peach Skin Gloss from Dominique Cosmetics. You've seen me using this in my previous video. I'm gonna grab just a bit of this creamy highlighter and I'm gonna add that right here on my temple and on my cheekbone for just that hint of a skin gloss. I told you guys I really wanted to try this product for a no makeup type of look, and I feel like today is the day. I feel like this product just gives such a nice, healthy radiance to the skin. You can apply it anywhere where you need that glow, but I would suggest applying it to an area where your skin is absolutely flawless so that it can highlight the perfection of your skin. So if you have any types of breakouts or pores, I would avoid that area. And this is the final camera ready, FaceTime ready, Zoom ready, virtual meeting ready, house party ready, FaceTime ready makeup look. Are you ready? Let's call Lee.
Hey babe.
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
How you like my makeup?
Oh, it looks beautiful, babe.
Do I look better than before?
Yeah, much better. I'm sorry, babe. I'm playing the video game right now.
Look at this guy.
No, but you really look nice.
And fresh, huh?
I like your eyes and your eyebrows look dope.
Thanks, boo. All right, thanks.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. He didn't even hang up. He's still clicking.
Sorry.
All right, but now seriously, let's zoom in and let's observe the face and the final look. Overall, I think this is a much brighter, much more amped up version of what I really look like. There isn't too much of a drastic change. It still looks like me. It's still my features, just a little bit groomed, a little bit perfected, and just a little bit bigger and brighter. There's definitely more color on my face. My cheeks are flushed, but you could still see the texture. You could still see my freckles. You could still see my natural skin, which is good currently, but that is what I wanted to highlight. So I am pretty satisfied with this look, and I hope you guys learned some new techniques, some new tricks, some new ways to enhance your natural, beautiful self. And I hope you guys found this video useful. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. I love you guys so much. Stay safe at home. Have an awesome video chat time with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers. I love you guys. Till next time.